Hi everyone. We are going to write words and sentences from dictation in this lesson so that we can continue to practice the TH digraph that we were learning in our last lesson. So remember, sometimes TH has a hard sound that says th, like that. And sometimes TH has a soft sound that says th, as in path. Okay, so what you're going to need is a pencil or a pen. And if you have a highlighter at home, it doesn't have to be yellow, so that when we do write our words, we can highlight our digraphs just like that. Okay, you'll also need a finger tapping hand. So if you're right-handed, it should look like that. You can make that yourself. If you're left-handed, you'll want to make one that looks like that. Okay, you ready to go? Here we go. Here are a few reminders before we start. Your pen or pencil should be in the hand that you write with, and your other hand should be in a fist right over your finger tapping hand that you made. So when I say the word, we pound it, and then we flip our hand open and float it right over the hand you created, and then we tap each sound one at a time. All right, I'll say the word, and then you'll pound and tap. The first word, this. Pound this. Flip and float. Tap. Is. Pause the video and write. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and write mine now. Is this. And now I'm going to highlight the digraph. All right, your next word, that. Pound that. Flip and float. Tap. At. Go ahead and write. Okay, hopefully you pause the video and you're ready to watch mine now. At. And I'm going to highlight that digraph again. And I have the word that. Okay, the next word, them. Pound them. Flip and float. Tap. Pause the video and write. And I'll write mine now. And again, highlight my digraph. Okay. The next word, path. Pound, path. Flip and float. Tap. Path. Write it. And I'll write mine. And there's that soft sound in our digraph. All right, your next word, moth. Pound, moth. Flip and float. Tap. Write it. And I'll write mine. And again, that soft sound, and we highlight it. All right, our last word today, thin. Pound, thin. flip and float, tap. Th, n. Write it. And I'll write mine. F, n. Okay, let's go ahead and read all our words starting at the top. This, that, them, path, moth, thin. All right, here we go with sentences. Before we begin, let's think about everything we know that a sentence must have. We know that a sentence must start with a capital. And if there's a name in our sentence, that name must be capitalized. We know that sentences must end with an end mark. Maybe it's a period, maybe it's a question mark, or perhaps it's an exclamation mark. Sentences must have spaces in between the words so that we can easily read them. When I say a sentence, I'll say it twice, and on the third time, you pound it as I say it. Then I'll have you write it. I want you to pause your video after you pound it and write your sentence down, and then you can check yours against my clean copy. Okay? Here we go. Our first sentence is, this bath is hot. This bath is hot. Pound it. This bath is hot. Pause the video and write. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do mine. This bath is hot. And I end with a period. Did you remember to start with your capital? Okay, what I want you to do first is underline the red word that we know. That word is. And then let's go ahead and, if you have a highlighter, highlight the digraphs. Our next sentence is, can that man do this math? Can that man do this math? Pound it. Can that man do this math? Pause the video and write. Okay, I'll go ahead and do mine. Can that man do this math? Now, listen to how I read this. Can that man do this math? I am asking a question, so we need to make sure we put a question mark. Did you remember to start with a capital and have spaces in between your words? All right, so the only red word that we know in this sentence is, is the word do. Sometimes I get my markers mixed up. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and get our highlighter now, and we're going to highlight that digraph and this digraph in the word this. Oh, and here is another one in the word math. Okay, our last sentence is, I see a thin man by that path. I see a thin man by that path. Pound it. I see a thin man by that path. Pause the video and write. And I'll write mine now. I see a thin man by that path. I end with my period. And let's go find our red words. We know capital I is a red word. C is a red word. A is a red word. And by is a red word. And let's highlight our digraph. Thin and that and the digraph in path. All right, let's read all 3 sentences beginning with the first one. This bath is hot. Can that man do this math? I see a thin man by that path. All right, nice job, friends. Tomorrow's lesson will be a red word lesson again. So, hope you're doing well, and thanks for joining. Bye.